va parler un petit peu des personnages, parce qu'ils sont passionnants et très attachants. Donc Meredith donc il y a la famille Bliss, une famille d'aristocrates du Kent. La plus jeune des sœurs de la famille, le personnage excentrique, Juniper. Moi j'ai envie qu'on parle d'elle.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Characters are so important to me. If they don't feel real, I feel very despondent with the book as I'm working. So I put a lot of thought into them, and I know the book is working when I believe them myself. And Juniper, I was so fond of her. All three of the Blythe sisters. She is the youngest of three. Her older sisters, Percy and Sapphy, are twins, and they've looked after Juniper in a very maternal way. But Juniper is different. She thinks differently. She, as you say, she is eccentric. She's creative, and in that extraordinary way where she doesn't have to try, she just writes and ideas spill behind her. And one of my favorite things about her is that she doesn't value her own creativity at all. It's just who she is. It's just a part of her. There's no posing or overthinking it. I did like that about her.
Ce personnage a quelque chose de l'auteur.
I think I'm a mix of all three.
Je suis un mélange des trois.
Ça, j'en doutais pas. Eddie est passionné de romans gothiques dans votre livre et donc s'engage dans l'enquête. Moi, je voudrais savoir, j'imagine que vous-même vous êtes passionné par le roman gothique. Et depuis quand, pourquoi cette fascination? Un petit peu la même question qu'on avait fait tout à l'heure sur l'époque victorienne, pourquoi le gothique?
I gave Edie my love of books and that feeling, that romantic relationship with books, of living and breathing them and having favourites, and certainly Edie's idea that there's one book that turns you into a reader. That's something I believe and I experienced when I was a child with a book by Enid Blyton called The Enchanted Wood. I also, the things I love to read about, I'm a very varied reader, but I grew up reading those sorts of books, the Bronte sisters, Victorian books, big, rich stories that you can disappear inside and live within them. So, and it was fun to give that to Edie too.
Une question, moi je trouve que votre roman n'est pas un roman mais un grand roman et qui pourrait faire un grand film et pas un film.
Oh, well, merci, first of all. It would be amazing to see a book made into a film, and I wonder, when I write, I see in my head very visually like a film, and I wonder whether perhaps because we are so drenched in film and television and that language, that storytelling language, whether that affects the way writers write these days. Certainly, you know, I find myself influenced. I can imagine a tracking shot coming in towards a house and then a close-up of the handle of the door as it opens and then the sound effect from inside as we slip through. And I think you can't help, as a writer now, putting those elements of language into the stories. So perhaps that's what you're responding to.
Est-ce que vous aimeriez, de manière générale, voir vos romans adaptés au cinéma?
Yes and no. Yes, of course it would be surreal and amazing. I think though you would have to disconnect in some way and accept that it was someone else's story. Because the director and the actors and the set design will do different things to what I see in my head. But I think I'd be okay with that dislocation because in a way it's what happens when you move on to writing a new book. You have to leave the one that you finished behind in order to breathe life into the new one.
Les Heures lointaines donc a été édité en Australie. Là, vous êtes traduite en France, mais je pense que ce livre, enfin, je sais pas. J'ai l'intuition que ce livre est traduit dans quel pays? Alors, si c'est le cas, dans lesquels?
Yes, it has. It came out in English language in America and England and Australia last November, and I'm not sure how many countries it's being translated into at the moment, but I've just come from Italy, where it's just come out, and I'm in Europe for 5 weeks, going to various countries where the book is coming out, which is very exciting to see it. To see it in other languages and to meet people all over the world who are reading it. It's wonderful.
C'est un super cadeau ce bouquin, parce que ça vous fait voyager, découvrir les petits coins de la planète bien sympas comme la France.
Well, I wouldn't call France a little place. No, it is wonderful though, and I love to travel. I love to come to Paris. I've been here before, but only in the winter time. So this is the first time I've seen it with leaves on trees.
Alors Kate Morton, on va rappeler votre livre qui s'appelle Les Heures Lointaines, qui est disponible depuis le 1er juin 2011 aux éditions Jean Bafouille, Presse de la Cité. Et donc on invite tous nos internautes à vous découvrir. C'est un roman magnifique, assez long. Il faut prendre son temps, mais c'est vraiment, effectivement, c'est une immersion totale et après on est complètement dans le monde. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much.